Okay, I'm sharing my screen. See this one. We have already started these, right? We started these. We went this far, I believe. Right? This is, we went this far, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Example 2.
Yeah.
Maybe, yes.
Now, we will be dealing with PAL today. PAL.
Yes.
PAL is the later one. So previously it was PLA. PLA means programmable logic array. Now we will be dealing with PAL. PAL is this one. And Abdulaziz, keep
Yes,
what is
sir.
that? Keep accepting those, okay? Let them accept.
Okay.
Let them join. Okay. Now this is a PAL structure. PAL. What is the difference between PLA and PAL? Remember, the difference is in the OR gate. In case of AND gate, the both of them are programmable. The programmable means you can make the connections. That means you can change the connection, you can make the connection, you can remove the connection. In case of PLA, both are programmable. AND and OR, both are changeable, right? Here you can change them. Here you can change them by changing the fuse. You can unclip the fuse, right? But in case of this one, these are fixed. The OR plane is fixed. That means this part is fixed. See, here it is written OR plane fixed hardware. That means it is fixed. You can only change these. This is a PAL. This is an empty PAL. Empty means there is no program right now. We will do one example. That example is a very important example. We will do the example and we will see how PAL works. Now see here, this is a 4 into 16 into 4 PAL. 4 means 4, you have 4 inputs. 16 means you have 16 AND gates, and 4, that means you have 4 OR gates. So 16 AND gate will be divided to 4 OR gate.
So each will be 4.
Okay. So each OR gate will get 4 AND gate, right? First 4 will go to the first OR gate. Second 4 will go to the second OR gate. Third 4 will go to the third OR gate, and the last 4 will go to the last OR gate. Previously, all the OR gates have all the AND gates, right? Okay, let's do the previous. What is happening? Okay, this one. Okay, see, all the AND gates were connected to all the OR gates. These 4 connected to were the first one, all 4 were connected in the second one, all 4 were connected in the third one, all 4 were connected in the fourth one. That means all OR gate was connected to all AND gates. But in this case, they are selective. That means they are selective. There are selective AND gates to first OR gate. Some AND gate will go to the second OR gate. Some AND gate will go to the third OR gate, like that. So that means if you have a connection here, these will have no connection with this one. That means they are not shared, they are not common. Previously, you had common things like, let's say AB. AB was common here and here, right? Same thing were common in two OR gates, right? AB was here, AB was here as well. That means same thing was shared by two OR gates. Now there is no sharing. This AND gate will be the part of this OR gate. This will not be shared with other OR gates. That means you have to make it twice. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, why the cross are given cross? Because here if you take all connections together, it will be very messy. That's why they have shown you by using only one line. One line means 8 lines here, and cross means the connection exists. If there is no cross, that means there is no connection. If there is a connection, that means there is a cross. Why all of them are cross? Because when all of them are cross, that means your output is 0. Remember, here A and B, A bar, both of them are connected. That means A into A bar is 0. B into B bar, they are 0. C into C bar, they are 0, right? If all of them are connected, that means your result is 0. By default, your result is 0, right? Okay. Now let me show you an example. Let's do an example here. Okay. First, here you have seen you have one expression O1 is equal to CD plus A bar B bar plus BCD. Remember, when you got an expression, you have to reduce it. You have to reduce it somehow. You have to reduce it by using Boolean algebra, or you have to reduce it by Carnot map or K map, whatever the way you find easier. You reduce it, okay? Otherwise, your circuit will be bigger. Okay, here you have one circuit. In this circuit, first expression was CD plus A bar B bar plus B C bar D. This one, CD plus A bar B bar plus B C bar D. Let's make it. At first, let's make CD. Then we will make A bar B bar. Then we will make B C bar D. That will be our O1. Now here, CD means only C and D will be connected. Others, they are disconnected. See, no cross. Okay. Next one is A bar B bar. A bar is connected, B bar is connected, others are disconnected. So this is our A bar B bar. Next one, okay, we didn't touch this one. This will be 0 because we have 4 AND gate, but our expression is 3, right? We have 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms. That means one of them will remain intact. One of them will remain untouched. Let's say this is our untouched line. So whether this will be untouched or this one will be untouched, this one will be untouched, it's completely your wish. You can make 1, 2, 3, or you can use this one, and last one. You can use this one, and this one, your wish, no problem. This one we will remain 0. This one we will keep as 0. The last one, what was our term? Our term was B, C bar D, right? This is B. We will keep B here. This is C bar. We will keep C bar here, and this is D. We will keep D here. Others, they will be gone, right? So here you have B, C bar D, and since they are connected automatically or by default, this is your O1. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one was only one term, A bar B bar C D. Others are 0. So only one term. Your O2 was equal to A bar B bar C D. So first one is 0, second one is 0, third one is 0, last one is A bar B bar C D. Okay, why the last one? You can make it at the first one, you can make it at the second one, you can make it at the third one, no problem. I made it at the fourth one. Okay, doesn't matter. Now the next one, here our expression was, okay, by the way, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus A bar B bar C bar D. A bar B 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus A bar B bar C D. So your final result will be only A bar B bar C D. That's it. That's why 0 are there. If you plus them, no, nothing will happen. Next one, that means O3. O3 will be A, B, C bar, D bar plus D, only D. D bar plus D. We will connect A, B, C bar and D bar. Others are gone. Next one, 0, 0. We didn't touch anything, right? Do not touch. Last one, only D. Connect only the D here. That's it. Okay. Next one, O4 will be A bar C and A bar B. A bar C. Wait. Okay, last one is A bar C, A bar B, right? A bar C is, first one will be A bar, last one will be C, A bar C. Next one, A bar B, A bar and B are connected. And next two AND gate will be 0 because we do not have any term. So here they are connected. So A bar C plus A bar B plus 0 plus 0. That is your O4. So why we are doing this design? Because we are understanding how the architecture will work. If we understand what is the connection procedure here, we can make this connection in the software, then we can upload the design to our hardware. Understood? If we can design these in the software, we connect the hardware with our software and we connect upload, the design will be uploaded to the software, to the hardware. Then that hardware will work exactly like this. Got my point? So you have to know how to design these in the software. If you can make the design like these, and if you connect your hardware with your PC, then if you click upload, the design will be uploaded to your hardware and your hardware will work exactly the same like this. Your hardware will have 4 inputs and your hardware will have 4 outputs. That's it. 4 inputs A, B, C, D, 4 outputs O1, O2, O3, O4, like that. You design the connection in the software, you upload the design in the hardware and your hardware will work exactly the same. That is the what is that purpose of PAL. Understood? Now see the difference between PAL and PLA. The PLA, programmable logic array, and last one is PAL, programmable array logic. First one, PLA has both programmable AND and OR plane. That means you can program both AND gate and OR plane. That means AND gates are programmable, OR gates are programmable in case of PLA. In case of PAL, only the AND gates are programmable, not the OR. Second, PLA has more flexibility in logic circuit function implementation, obviously, because you can program both. That means you can program AND gate, you can program OR gate, so you have more flexibility. In case of PAL, it has less flexibility because you can only program AND gate. Your OR is fixed. Okay. There is a mistake here. The mistake is here I have written PAL, so it should be PLA. PLA is quite difficult to manufacture. PAL is simpler to manufacture. Obviously, because more flexibility means you have more sophisticated circuits. You have more fuse. More fuse means you have more complexity. That means PLA is difficult to manufacture, whereas P able to manufacture. PLA has reduced speed performance. That means PLA has reduced speed. That means less speed. That means it is slow. PLA is slow. Why? Because it has more fuse. More fuse means more resistivity. Fuse has more resistivity because fuses are actually smaller, are thinner, are resistive, more resistive. Since PLA has more fuse, that means it is it reduced speed performance. That means the speed is slow. It has good speed performance. That means it is fast. The last one, PLA devices are manufactured in a larger size. That means PLA are manufactured in larger size. Larger size means they are manufactured in more numbers. That means million numbers or lakh or thousand numbers. And PAL devices are manufactured in a small numbers, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands, something like that. So that is the difference between PLA and PAL. So I believe you know the difference. Now go to the CPLD. What is CPLD? CPLD is complex programmable logic device. Complex programmable logic device. A CPLD is a complex programmable logic device. Is a programmable logic device with complexity between PAL and FPGAs. That means it is more complex than PAL, but less complex than FPGA. More than PAL and less than FPGA. That's why they are called CPLD, because PAL, they were SPLD, simple programmable logic device, and the name of this one is complex programmable logic device, CPLD. Okay, so you read this. I'm not going to read this. I'm going to show you this. Okay, this is the architecture. And the architecture said a CPLD comprises of multiple PAL-like blocks on a single chip with programmable interconnect to connect the blocks. That means one CPLD has multiple PAL-like block, multiple PAL. So one PAL, 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 multiple PAL-like blocks, and they have their own input-output block, input-output block, input-output block, input-output block. But how do you connect this PAL with this PAL? By using an interconnect or programmable interconnect. That means if you want to make a connection between this one and this one, you can take the connection here, connect, connect. Then you can talk with this input to that input. That means if you want to show an output here by using these inputs, previously it was impossible. Since you have a programmable interconnect, so you will connect, okay, let's give an input here, take the input from there, send it, send it, send it, send it there as output. So now you are giving input here and you are getting output from here. So it has more logic because you have more block, more PAL, more logic. So CPLD is more, more powerful than PAL. This is the architecture of CPLD. So you understand what is this. Next one is FPGA. Now the whole board is not FPGA, only this part is FPGA, the process like one, FPGA, right? And this looks like a motherboard. Actually, this is not. This is an FPGA board. In this FPGA board, you have multiple inputs, right? These are all slider button. These are all push button. These are all LEDs. All the LEDs are here. You have 7-segment displays. You have LCD display. You have card reader. You have Ethernet. You have VGA cables, VGA port. You have video in the TV line video. You have a microphone. Then you have speaker. Everything else. This is actually your USB. These are your connection USB blaster. That means other types of USB. This is USB A. These are USB B. Okay. What is USB B? The Arduino has USB B. Arduino Uno, right? That connection you make with Arduino, that is USB B. So USB A, that those are USB B, and this one is for power. Okay. This is actually the whole prototype design. Or prototype design means you can make some connection. Okay. By the way, it has some input output pins as well, like Arduino, right? Some pins are there, some GPIO pins are there. you can configure them, you can make them as output, you can make them as input, no problem. This is the FPGA, the middle part, and the whole part is not necessary, but they are given to make you understand how they work. This is an FPGA board. So please back the little of PLA program, okay? Wait a minute, my computer freezes. This one. Who asked the question and unmute yourself? Okay, who asked the question?
Sir,
Yeah.
in VLSI, this course, only we are designing logic circuit. There's no transistor resistors. How to design it?
No. Yes, we have transistor and transistor and other things. Okay, we have. We will talk
Oh.
about that later. Do not worry. Your lab number 1,
Okay.
lab number 2, lab number 3, those are all transistors, right? And
Yeah.
we all these are all logics, and we will go to the transistor logic later. No problem. Do not worry. All of them are transistors. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I believe we can stop here because you have another class. I have another class. We were learning about FPGA, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is FPGA. Okay, let's finish it first, then let's get back.
Today we will stop here.
Yeah.
Today, shall we stop here?
No. One more minute.
Okay.
Okay. This is the FPGA. A field programmable gate array is an integrated circuit designed to be configured by a customer or a designer after manufacturing, hence field programmable. That means the whole circuit or the whole whole IC is designed so that the people can buy it and take it to their home and design the thing and upload the design and program the IC, right? That means while manufacturing, when the people are manufacturing these, they do not know in which way the IC will be used. You can buy an IC, you can bring it to your field, that means work field. Let's say your work field in a factory. You take the IC to the factory, according to your need, you make the design on the software, upload the design in your hardware, use the hardware in your circuit. So you can actually make your device in the field. That's why it is called field programmable gate array. Remember one thing, to program these, you need a special type of language that is called HDL, or hardware description language. You need a special type of what? Language that is called HDL, or hardware description language, similar to that used for application specific integrated circuit. The ASIC, to program the ASIC, this type of language is used already. A few points, remember, previously the PAL or PALA, they were actually made of AND gate and OR gate, right? But here FPGA is completely different. FPGA is made of universal gate, either NAND gates or NOR gates, either NAND gates or NOR gate. Now, how do you know? How do you know what is the size of the FPGA you need? What is the size? How do you know that? The best guess is that design your circuit using simple gates, that means simple basic gates, AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. Design your whole circuit using basic gates. Then convert that basic gates circuit to NAND gates. Then you can assume how many NAND gates you need, because you already know how to design any circuit using NAND gates, right? Because NAND gates are universal gates. You can design anything using NAND gates. That is how you understand how big your FPGA needs to be. Now the FPGA can be small. That means small means less capable. That means number of AND gates, number of NAND gates are small there. Or it can be highly capable, or huge capacity should be there. Understood? So, okay, we'll stop here because you have another class. I have another class as well. We'll stop there and we will see you in the next class. Anyone has any question? And Abdiaziz,
Sir.
okay, take the attendance and give it to me.
Okay, sir. Only 13 students.
Okay.
Okay, sir.